Hello, good morning. We are Aitano Espina, Pirin Hernandez, and Alexis Gutierrez, and we are going to talk about social linguistics. What is social linguistics? There are some interesting definitions that come from different sources, like Walt Wolfram, American linguist William Leifold, and Jackson. Jackson defines social linguistics as the study of language in relation to society, the study of society in the relation to language. Also could be defined as the study of how people use language in their everyday life. Social linguistics looks at how identities are manifested through the words we use and how, through language, we intentionally or intentionally create, maintain, and describe relationships with others. Now, according to the book used in class, social linguistics is defined as the study of the relationship between language and society. It has strong connections with anthropology through the study of language and culture, and with sociology through the investigation of the role language plays in the organization of social groups and institutions. It is also tied to social psychology. We use all these connections when we try to analyze language from a social perspective. Sociolinguistics attempt to explain questions like why do people the same age or from the same social class use similar language? Do women and men speak the same as each other? For example, you probably wouldn't speak the same to your boss at work as you would your friends, or speak to a stranger as you would to your family. To explain all these questions, there are many different micro and macro approaches of social linguistics, such as interactional social linguistics, variationist social linguistics, historical social linguistics, dialectology, discourse analysis, conversations analysis, language planning policy. There are two arguments on why this should be studied within language. Language is an interactive and cultural phenomenon which should be studied. Actual language use is highly structured and not random. These arguments split into two strands of social linguistics. Interactional social linguistics focus on language and its social context, and variationist social linguistics focus on social variation. The standard language. A standard language is a variety of language that is used by governments, in the media, in school, and for international communication, as is regarded as the most correct way of writing or speaking. Accent and dialect. An accent is the way that a particular person or group of people sound. It is the way somebody pronounces words. A dialect describes both a person's accent and the grammatical feature of the way that person talks. Regional dialect. A regional or social variety of language, noted by its pronunciation, grammar, or vocabulary. Isoglosses is the geographic boundary of a certain linguistic feature, such as the pronunciation of a vowel, the meaning of a word, or the use of some syntactic feature.
Dialect continuum is a range of dialects spoken across a large geographical area, differing only slightly between areas that are geographically close to each other, and gradually decreasing in mutual intelligibility as the distances become greater. Bilingualism. In many countries, regional variation is not simply a matter of two or more dialects of a single language, but can involve two or more quite distinct and different languages. Canada, for example, is an officially bilingual country with both French and English as official languages. Diglossia, the coexistence of two varieties of the same language throughout a speech community. One is used for regular conversations and the other for particular use. Pidgin language, originally an English word for business, is nobody's native language. It may arise when two speakers from different languages with no common language try to have a makeshift conversation. Creole. It is a language that was originally a pidgin but has become nativized. This is a community of speakers that claims it as their first language.
Ultimately, sociolinguistics is everywhere.